at when you meet somebody for the first time, person asks you your name, you give yours, and say, "And what's yours?" You know, so either of you could initiate it. So let's look at, first of all, before we look at the question that somebody's asked me, I'm going to look at my answer. So I say, "Me llamo Carl." So this is, you could also put yo, but that's not really necessary, the yo. So this is, I call myself Carl. So like in English saying, I'm called Carl. My name is Carl. It's not literally my name is Carl. So somebody asks me a question, that's my answer. So what's the question that gets that answer? It's ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? So in Spanish questions, just like in English you have a question mark at the end, but in Spanish you have an upside down question mark at the beginning. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Carl. And I want to say, I could just also say ¿Cómo te llamas? Back to the person, but it's easier if I just say and you. So you just say ¿Y tú? So this is the little question, and you, ¿Y tú? Then the person might say, me llamo Juan. Me llamo Juan. Then I can say, mucho gusto. Mucho gusto. Much pleasure, a lot of pleasure. So basically, pleased to meet you. Sorry, that's two separate words. And then the other person, hopefully they're also pleased to meet that person. They'd say, mucho gusto. Okay, instead of saying the second person, instead of saying mucho gusto, they can say likewise. So we can put here as an alternative, igualmente. Igualmente. It's like equally, likewise. Now, you can say mucho gusto. What I prefer is, so if I meet somebody, I will say encantado. So if you're a man, if you're male, you will always say encantado. And a female would say encantada. So I just put that as an option. And then, as it was Juan, he would say encantado. If it was Juana, she would say encantada. So sometimes people think, do I say encantada because do I change it because of the person I'm speaking to? No, it's you that determines whether it's encantado or encantada. So if you're a male, it's always going to be encantado, and if you're female, encantada. So it's easy to remember. Just as we've done here, so the first person says mucho gusto, second person could say mucho gusto or igualmente. If the first person says encantado or encantada, the second person can also say, instead of saying the same word behind, they can also say igualmente. Okay, so this is when you're asking somebody, when you're speaking to somebody informally. But if you're asking somebody their name, really, when you're dealing with strangers, you should be using a more formal version of Spanish. So you should be using the formal usted version of the word tú. So we can see how we can change that for the usted version. So it would then be ¿Cómo se llama? So it's basically ¿Cómo se llama usted? But we don't use the word, don't really need the word usted. Then I would say me llamo Carl, and then I don't say y tú, because tú is the informal version of you for one person. I say y usted. So, ¿Cómo se llama? Me llamo Carl, y usted. The rest is, you can leave it the same. So, mucho gusto, or encantado, or encantada, igualmente, they can be used formally and informally. Doesn't really matter. Okay. So you've met somebody for the first time. Let's look at asking giving some more information. You can perhaps say your nationality. You can say the town you live in or the city you live in. you can also say what job you do. So let's have a look at, first of all, we're going to look at the answers, then we're going to put the questions that elicit those answers. So first of all, we've got, what do we say? So I'm English, so it'll be soy inglés. So soy inglés. If I were a female, then it would be inglesa. Okay, so you can say yo soy, but the yo is kind of superfluous because we know from the fact that it's soy that it must be I am. And also, I live in Nottingham, so vivo en Nottingham. And then I am a teacher. Soy profesor. So in English we'd say I am a teacher, but in Spanish they leave it out. They don't say the word or am. They just say I am teacher. So we've already seen how to ask somebody their name, so we can look at the other questions. So we've got soy inglés. The question is, where are you from? So they put the from at the beginning. From where you are. ¿De dónde eres? ¿De dónde eres? Vivo en Nottingham. So you want to use the word where. So we've already seen it here. ¿Dónde? Where you live. ¿Dónde vives? And soy profesor. There are quite a few ways of asking somebody what their job is. The one I prefer, perhaps not the easiest to remember, is to what do you dedicate yourself? ¿A qué te dedicas? But if you learn it and you use it, it sounds really good. ¿A qué te dedicas? ¿A qué te dedicas? It's a really snappy one. You could also say ¿en qué? In what do you work? ¿En qué trabajas? ¿En qué trabajas? Yeah, so I mean at this stage it's probably just best to learn one, because obviously you don't want to kind of get confused between the two and perhaps mingle them up. So ¿a qué en qué trabajas or something. So, but I prefer just ¿a qué te dedicas? ¿A qué te dedicas? So it's like, what do you do for a living? Okay. Now we're going to look at, so this is asking somebody informally. So if you were to ask them formally using the usted version of you, it would be, where are you from? ¿De dónde es? Okay, ¿dónde? And here, ¿dónde vive? Okay. ¿A qué te dedicas? Would be ¿a qué se dedica? Or ¿en qué trabajas? ¿En qué trabaja? So slight differences. You've got to know how the verbs conjugate. But I just thought, because when you ask somebody a question, you might have to use the more formal version of you, depending on who you're speaking to. Muy bien.